6:14, time now to say very good morning to Mike Eppel. It's Tuesday morning, Mike. How you feeling?
Pretty good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, not bad. It's good to see now that the federal government, it looks like there's going to be more of an investigation, more of a probe into what is going on at Canadian airports, because we've seen it. We've seen all the lineups, all the visuals from those airports, the long lineups, the cancellations, the disappointments. It continues, but now we're going to be looking into it a little bit closer.
Yeah, it doesn't exactly fix the problem immediately, though. That's the problem here, Tammy. But the House of Commons Transport Committee is going to call Transport Minister Omar Alghabra to testify, and you have to expect a whole bunch of airline executives will be called on the carpet as well, considering what we've seen at the at Pearson this summer. And airlines across and airports rather across the country, and the airlines canceling flights and leaving passengers in the lurch. And look, let's face it, this has been a mess. And when the head of Pearson International comes out and says, hey, we're up to 44% of our flights now on schedule, like that's the benchmark. Look, it's still a major problem, issue, short staffing, and passengers being frustrated. Of course, part of the issue is the fact that we had gone through a never before seen circumstance with the pandemic, which shut things down and then reopened. And then when people got the opportunity to travel, they said, let's do it. They booked. The whole system kind of swung back the other way from a pendulum standpoint, and the airlines weren't ready to deal with it. But then you've got Air Canada allegedly, not paying out compensation because of what they are deeming safety issues when they didn't necessarily schedule the flight crews properly, which runs afoul of the passenger Bill of Rights. That's all going to be up for debate as well. So, there's going to be some interesting testimony certainly to come out of this, and whether or not this leads to any fixing of the current problems, it's debatable.
Yeah, exactly what you said. It's not going to be an immediate fix at all, but hopefully something that we can get done soon. Sometimes I will go into like an old jacket and find $5, and I'm so happy. So imagine if you just all of a sudden go in a drawer and you're like, hey, wait a minute. Did I forget to cash the CRA check? It sounds like a lot of people are doing that.
The Canada Revenue Agency says there are more than 8 million uncashed checks floating around, and it's worth about $1.4 billion in total. It'll be interesting to see who or what is the actual largest uncashed check amount that is currently sitting on someone's desk, perhaps under a pile of papers from their tax return. I thought this was interesting, though, that the CRA is sending out notification to people that, hey, look around. You can actually go on the website to see if you have any outstanding money owed to you. But they're also going to send out the notification by email. I'm thinking about this. I'm going, wait a second. If I get an email, I don't know what's real or spam on email anymore. Or if you get a text message, is there a better way of doing this? Or I really gotta. I hope there are multiple levels of safety and security that this doesn't turn into a possible scam opportunity for some to take advantage of this situation. But yeah, that's what they're saying. They're going to send out trying to say, hey, go and check.
I didn't even think about that.
Check for those checks.
Yeah, check for the checks. Who forgets? I mean, come on. Lastly, we're just running out of time here, but the Ontario Cannabis Store, unfortunately, dealing with a data breach now, and that means that you may not get your products delivered.
Yeah, one of the third-party logistics suppliers for the OCS apparently was subject to a data breach on August the 5th, so just a few days ago, actually. But the OSC, or OCS rather, says, yeah, this is just kind of taking them offline here for deliveries. The larger implication, though, from this, Tammy, is the fact that the cannabis companies, all they have done for the most part is lose money and lose market share to nefarious sources, if you will. So if you don't have the supply here, where do you get it from? And is this just another issue that the entire sector is dealing with? We'll see how quickly they get things back up and running.
All right, Mike, thank you very much for that. We'll chat with you tomorrow morning.
Thank you.